Over there, Angry Welshman back again. Now, this is a reply to D Marble. Now, I'm just going to say this right off the bat, alright? Dude, D Marble dude, alright? You seem like a nice dude. You seem to be quite cool. You don't seem like to be such an asshole like most flat earthers are. So I'm going to be kind of polite in this video. I'm not going to swear much, okay? But this video is a pure example of flat earthers not doing research properly, and that they will jump on anything as soon as they find it. I mean, they'll jump on it, go with it, and not think things through. This video is a classic example. Now, the first bit of this video is just going to go through what he's saying, and I'm going to go through my opinions of what he shows at the end, showing how, for some reason, in his mind, the flat earth model does it better. And then I'm going to go to a model that I set up on Maya to show the differences. Okay, here we go.
Quick demonstration, I'll show how it's a physical impossibility to see the sun from Yorkshire,
Well, it's not impossible. I'll show you why soon.
England, from Tacoma, Washington, and from Australia at the same time. Now, once again, Australia at the same time, and from Yorkshire, England, from Tacoma, Washington.
Well, I know you're American, but stop saying it Yorkshire. Just say Yorkshire. It's like the way, I'm not going to be a thing on Americans here, but I hate the way so many Americans say Caribbean. They go Caribbean. It's Caribbean, damn it. Alright, enough of that.
Washington, and from Australia, where the rays from the sun would hit the surface of the earth evenly, as we're told. At any given time, at that distance, if you understand how light works, and I believe that you do, you know that the light rays would hit the surface of the earth parallel, leaving only about
Ugh, this parallel light ray shit.
50% of the earth in darkness. Somewhere
Yes.
around there. So, let me show you.
This bottom corner of your video is demonstrating what you should be doing. The tilt. You've completely ignored the tilt. I'll get to that in a second.
Now, on this globe, the UK is right here. Let's
Yes, it is.
zoom in a little bit, just so you see it. That's where United Kingdom is, right here, towards the center. All right, right there. Now, United States, a little more familiar. All right, Tacoma, Washington, right about there is where I was at. All right, so get up here. We'll simulate the UK going into sunset. All right about there. Is that fair? All right. Well, shoot. Let's here. Let's pull it way over there, because it was about 9 o'clock, 9:06, somewhere around there. Okay, so that's Tacoma. All right. So half of the Earth is lit. The UK is now experiencing sunset, and Luke was in Australia. Now, where's Australia on the map? Ready? There. In complete darkness behind the curvature. See how that doesn't work?
Okay, there we go. Right, that's just a quick explanation. Now he's going to show his explanation of everything on the Gleason's map.
There's Queensland, Australia, over here on the coast. There's Tacoma, Washington, where I was at, and there's the UK right here. And what we understand is that the sun makes a clockwise circuit over the face of the earth, and
Which it doesn't.
let's say it was about right here where I was. Okay, now the light's not going to reach across the earth. There's still going to be darkness at any given point. So
Which your map is not showing.
sun's right above my head. There's Matt in the UK. He's able to see the sun off in the distance. And here's Luke in Australia. Now, if we're all on this same flat plane, it would be possible for the light to travel just the way that we see here.
Exactly.
Depending on the elevation of the sun, I mean, the light could be smaller, it could be much larger, but it's not like a strobe light that covers the whole Earth,
which is basically something it would do if the Earth was actually flat.
says it should be daytime all the time. No, it's more like a little spotlight that goes a little something like that. So right about there, that's light in Australia, light in the US, light in the UK.
But look, you've also got pretty much all of Russia and all of China in lightness. It doesn't start getting dusk until you get all the way down to the bottom end of Africa. I mean, seriously, this is why this flat Earth model does not work. I mean, if you put that light of yours any lower, your light wouldn't even reach the UK or Australia. Hell, some of North America would be in darkness if you put that light any lower. We've tried to tell you this. It just simply does not work. I mean, look at it. If anything, right, you've got Russia and China under more light than the UK and Australia has. But, you know, never just ignore that, it's fine. Okay, so now I'm going to switch to my Maya thing, to my Maya program, and show you what he's missed out. Okay? Right, so here I got a small model of the Earth. Sorry, it's a bit overexposed there. But what it is, see, I've got the same way he set it up. Okay, got the Earth here. Actually, I better put this to just to match up with what he had, 23.5, so it's facing the right way. So, spotlight over there, pretty much 90 degrees in front of the Earth. That's what that little node is, by the way. It's a little light. And following up with what we had in this little corner down the bottom, I have the Earth tilted 23.5. You know, thing is 23.5 and it's like 24 point something. So let's just round it up. So 23.4, 23.5. Okay. So now I'm going to do exactly what he did. I'm going to put Britain experiencing sunset. Maybe we can go even further over, but still. Now I'm going to do what he did and see where Australia is. So it's a long way over. So basically if I go back to where it was, it's a good fair few things over. Let's have a look. Let's try and... Right, let's be good. So that's sunset. So like I said, the actual one wouldn't have such a sharp line. It would be a little bit more gradual as light faded. So let's have a look. Let's have a look how many full squares going from that thick line it goes to. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's like it's a fair bit over. I said so. Let's just go back here to remind myself. So yeah, it's about there. So like I said, with his model, Australia was about over here, around about here. Where my mouse is going over here. So in many respects, yes. Okay, so yeah, that pretty much follows exactly how he was doing it. So fair enough there. But what he hasn't done is, he hasn't done the seasons. Now, this is setting up March, like spring. This is setting up spring. Okay. What I need to do now is set that to 0. Put that to 0. And 0. Okay. So So what I'm going to do is now set it so that it tilts 23.5 towards the sun. So what it is now, during the summer, the North Pole tilts towards the sun. Okay? So now let's do the same thing again. So, I said Britain is now going into sunset. What about now? Like I said, it won't be experienced as a harsh line, so put it there. And there we are, look, I can already see New Zealand. So if I tilt this a little bit, there we go, Australia's already come into view. So like I said, by margin of error, because this shitty little model I put together is not going to be that accurate in terms of how light works and where the terminator will be and all this kind of thing, but it's, you know, a rough estimate. Look how much of a difference that made. I barely need to tilt this, rotate this hardly anything. So like I said, if I put it back to where it was, which is around about here, Australia, or where his friend was, is around about here, which definitely coincides to very early morning. Because remember, the sun doesn't have to be above the horizon to actually experience light in the sky. You know, you get, you know, dusk. It's dark. It's, you know, darkish, but not light either. So like I said, spin a little bit, and there we are, already come in. So that's, I would say, this would be, for my standards, you know, 7, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. For my standards, let's put it that way. It's different in times of the year, remember. So like I said, I put that back to where it was. So like I said, margin of error, that's exactly what you see. So you see, that's how much of a difference the seasons make to where get light on Earth at any given one time. And just to make this actual poignant, alright? So let's put Britain here. So this is nearing possibly... That's nearing late morning to midday. Okay? Late morning, mid-morning, late morning, midday. Alright? Now, I'm going to put that back to naught. So this would be signifying like a different time of year. And there, it's now night time. You see? It's all about the time of year. That tilt is very important. Very important. Forgetting about what some of your basically commenters say, you know, the tilt does matter. Massively so. It's just, this shows that you haven't looked into much research. You've just picked up on something, gone, this is interesting, and decided to make a video on it, and treated this as absolute proof that the globe's impossible, when there's one small factor, but very key factor to all of this, that proves you wrong. Now, I would like to see you be a man and admit you're wrong. I'm not telling you to take your video down, you don't have to do that at all, the simple fact of the matter is, what you've portrayed in your video is wrong. And the only trouble is that so many flat earthers are going to watch that video of yours, spread it around, mirror it like hell, and claim that this is proof that the globe's impossible, when you've made one glaring problem. Okay, that's me done, and I'll see you again.